People who are elderly with complicated needs are difficult to sort out in the restricted time that's available to them in general practice.
These patients come to St. Peter's as an admission because of the fact that their social and functional needs are not met in the community, and they pitch up as an emergency admission.
One of the things that happens in a consultation is that you may just have time to deal with the immediate problem, whereas here I think we have a little bit more opportunity to talk to people, and we can identify the key problems, and there may be more than one.
For patients who say, oh, I've got 3 appointments this week and 2 next week, if we can put everything together, that's going to be invaluable.
In this clinic setting, specialists and generalists work well together, removing the divide between primary and secondary care.
Ordinarily, the patients are coming into the hub and they're seeing our wellbeing coordinators to start with, who are doing a social assessment.
So the wellbeing coordinators are all employed by AGK Surrey, and we're really excited to be a part of this project. They'll be assessing the patients in terms of what's going on for them, why they're presenting, in terms of their social situations, so that'll be looking at their activities of daily living, their personal care, what support they've got in their home and what support they've got around in the community. The wellbeing coordinator will then be unpicking and holistically assessing what is needed for them, for the patient at that time, and then looking at signposting obviously within the hub, but also to external services, to social services or befriending services, etc. in the community.
And after that assessment they come in to see the matrons, and we're doing a pretty thorough physical assessment on each patient. We're then going on to look at various physical problems they've got, whether it be chronic respiratory disease, cardiac failure, diabetes, and we can take each long-term condition in its own merit and then look at that in quite a lot of depth. The patient then moves on to see the GP to talk over any specific problems that we've highlighted or any specific problems that they had already.
It's a perfect opportunity for us all to come together and support each other in the multidisciplinary team to ensure that patients are supported through the whole journey.
One of the original concepts for the locality hubs was a shared care record, which was basically looking at a viewable record that would be available in the hubs to the clinicians, that pulled information from all the systems being used by the health and social care professionals. So the mental health, the community, GP data, all consolidated in one single viewable record.
It's brilliant. We can look up the history of the patient, we can look up when they've been seeing the GP, what they've been seeing the GP with, we can look up their results.
We developed the concept of this integrated care record around the locality hubs. It was also to give the GPs visibility of what was going on in the hubs as well. And one of the big concepts around the way we want to work here is passing information back to the GPs quickly, efficiently and in a timely manner.
It's definitely changed everything for us.
I recently saw a 75-year-old patient as he has chronic obstructive airway disease. Since he first came to the hub in mid-January and now we're mid-February, this gentleman has not been to hospital. He's remained in his own home and he now has a community matron and a well-being coordinator who are monitoring his progress and keeping him out of hospital.
I had a patient the other day who had stopped taking one of his tablets because he had decided it clashed with another tablet he was taking. So I was able to go straight out and talk to the pharmacist about it and get an absolute definite no, it's completely safe to take both of those tablets together.
A lady with a severe stroke, clearly this has a big impact on her and has led to her becoming depressed. That's quite a common situation and one that we'll be very familiar with in general practice. There are other issues about podiatry and mobility and getting a wheelchair fixed. We have the opportunity to do those things, but also I think perhaps to address her anxieties in a more sort of comprehensive way than we would have done in general practice, with having a mental health professional next door as well.
It's an excellent opportunity for those that are involved to rely on each other's skills and show that we can support the patient from a holistic point of view.
It's a sort of mutual benefit which we'll not only deliver here in the hub, but also I hope when we go and work outside too, we'll take some of the things we've learned, and that will be true for others as well.